Hello Libra, and welcome to another reading with Tiffany from Tiffanystarology. I'm so happy to have you guys here today. We're going to go ahead and dive into a reading about your mid-monthly or kind of end of the month of February going into March for Pisces season. I hope that you have been doing well since our last reading, and check back in a couple days for your March monthly reading so we can get connected on that too. If you do want to get connected with me outside of the YouTube space, I do have information in my description box that can allow you to book a reading with me if you resonate with my reading style, and also to connect with me on my vlog channel and my Instagram, where I do tarot readings on there as well. So the Instagram is a really cool place to connect because we can be a little bit more one-on-one. But okay, Libra, we're going to do a Celtic cross spread for you, starting off with your current situation. I will pull all 10 cards. I'll show them to you. If they're not in focus, don't worry. And we will also clarify anything that we need to. So we'll start with the sorting of what is the current situation for Libra. And one thing I will tell you, Libra, is I heard Spirit say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. The Judgment and the Hierophant card tried to pop right now. And I also heard to have faith. So if that is resonating with you, you can drop me a comment. Let me know what is going on in your life. But current situation, Spirit, for Libra. We'll see if the Judgment or the Hierophant pop out again. All right, we got Page of Pentacles as your current situation. So you are starting something new, and I see you looking at it with childlike wonder. There is a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow, which had to come after what? A rainy day. What's the challenge for Libra? What is Libra's current challenge? Knight of Pentacles, staying the course, being steadfast, holding on to hope that things will get better or that things will pan out. Strengths for Libra at this time. Eight of Pentacles, you're working hard, you're dedicated, you have a lot of people in your corner who support you, believe in you, and want to see you succeed. I see a lot of Pentacle energy here, so if you're also focused on health, money, an actual 3D tangible product like a home or something like that, that's your focus. It's very much so the 3D. Area of focus for you is the Chariot. The need to move forward. The need to be honest about your trajectory and to find the right people to help you get there. Near future, we have the Queen of Swords, which is definitely your energy. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Your near future is you walking in truth, setting boundaries, being honest with yourself, making a statement or a plan that guides you forward. Recent past for Libra. Ace of Cups. This is beautiful reading. You have so much love pouring into your life, fulfillment pouring into your life. And I feel like whatever this new endeavor is that we got with that Page of Pentacles, you're really, really trying to get that off the ground, trying to move forward with whatever that is. But being your airy self and still setting proper boundaries, being very methodical about your way forward. Advice for Libra. Oh, sorry about that. Advice for Libra. Spirit says be patient. Every time this happens to me, I always tell you guys, because I get a little impatient and Spirit says be patient. Our advice is going to be the Emperor. It's time to take charge, take lead, move forward with your life. I'm going to go ahead and clarify. Tell me a little bit more about this advice with Emperor Spirit. Tell me a little bit more. The Lovers. So if you're moving forward in love and contract, moving forward in a way that you are actually having to accept help or reflect on where you are, because there is the reflection there. That's how we want to move forward. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and go with that. It kind of fell out weird, but I feel the energy. So your current environment, you have the Ten of Swords and the Strength card. So you are going through a tumultuous time, but you are holding on to strength that things will get better. Hopes and fears for Libra. The Ten of Swords is also the ending of that weight on your shoulders. So get ready to move forward. Get ready, get ready. Hopes and fears for Libra. Ten of Wands, you have a lot that you're carrying on your back. I feel like you're not showing people a lot of what you're going through because your initial cards really show you like focused on an outcome. But this bottom row is kind of deeper into your psyche and is showing that you are holding on to a lot of burdens. You're not sharing with a lot of people. Wow. Okay. Things are wanting to just jump out here for you, Libra. I'm going to go ahead and flip those over. So potential outcome, keeping it in mind that we have free will. What is the potential outcome for my dear Libra? The moon. We're going to go ahead and clarify that as well. What can we know about that moon spirit? All right, there's the 2 cups. Whoa. Okay. 2 cups. Temperance. The Tower. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. I feel like you won't know yet how you're going to get to this energy because you got the moon card. You won't know exactly how to get there, but you're being asked to follow your intuition and to kind of see through the darkness. But it's going to come through some trials, but you will get there. All right, let's dive into the reading. So your current situation, there is something new that's budding in your life. When we think of page energy, we think of childlike wonder. We think of something new and exciting, a new beginning, a new opportunity, a new idea, a manifestation coming in even for you. And you are really excited about it because this is going to allow you to become more prosperous, more stable, more independent. And it's going to allow you to see yourself in a new light because, like we said before, the only way that you're going to get rainbows is after it rains, after there was a storm of some kind. So it's like you're seeing life beginning to change and you're seeing glimmers of hope and you're seeing a way out of the darkness is what I really feel Spirit saying. It's just beginning. So this card is really that new, like, it's not a spark per se, because that's more the Page of Wands, but just like, that's what I'm hearing, like a spark of energy of like, this is how I'm going to move forward. Your challenge, which I think you're going to be okay, is the Page of Pentacles. So actually staying the course, believing in yourself. So I feel like you have this new energy, but sometimes you're like, oof, can I actually do this? Do I actually have time to put pen to paper? Are you maybe being a little bit lazy right now about how you're working towards your future? There's nothing wrong with moving slow, but your challenge right now is that you might be moving too slow and you need to kind of pick up the pace, especially because we have the Chariot card here. If you want to see things grow, you kind of have to put yourself out there a little bit more, Libra, to really make those dreams a reality. You'll get there because we are a diligent card. We're the card of slow and steady wins the race. But with it being in your challenge, there might be this need for you to pick up the pace a little bit on how you're working on your life and your goals. So your strengths, I loved this card because it shows a lot of help coming in, right? Those fairies that we saw in this first picture, I see some fairies here as well. So you are actually working really hard to perfect something in your life, whether this is a business, you're ready to have a child, you're moving forward with a new job, you're working on your health, like something like that. You have all of the tools and the people around you to be successful. It is going to take time. It is going to take a lot of hard work, but it will get there. As long as you stay diligent and every day, chipping away at it each day, more and more, you'll finally reach your end goal. So your strength again with this is, I don't see you backing down. Even if you are moving a little bit slow, and even if this idea is brand new, I see you becoming a perfectionist of this. Like you're going to perfect your craft. You're going to become more successful in time. It's going to take a little bit because when we see the traditional Eight of Pentacles, he's got all these pentacles that he's worked on in the past kind of hanging up. You will have to kind of go through like trial and error, figuring out, tweaking things, figure out what works for you. Like let's say this is a diet. You might have to say, you know what? I tried keto and it didn't work for me. I tried low carb. It didn't work for me. I tried cardio. It didn't work for me. Like things like that. You have to figure out what it is. Maybe you need to just be on a calorie deficit. Maybe you just need to be on a weightlifting program instead of cardio. Like there is this need to utilize your resources and those around you to perfect what it is that you're working on. And trial and error is a beautiful thing because it teaches us what we do well, what we don't do well, what works for us, what doesn't. For your area of focus, kind of how we were talking about, you're moving a little slow. Spirit is saying, get ready to pick up the pace and move in a new direction. Like you have to stop sabotaging yourself, holding yourself back. It's time to actually put the bridle and put the harness on the horse and take off. Stop holding yourself back. Stop living in fear, maybe even in a little bit of denial about how to move forward. You might be the reason why you're not moving forward because you're holding yourself back in a way that is preventing you from achieving your goals sooner. Again, I do believe you're going to achieve them. I just think that you might not achieve them as quickly as you would want. My camera's going to die, so I'm going to go ahead and change out the battery and we'll pick right back up. Okay, we're back. So again, to kind of just wrap up this card, I want you to think about a way in which you could put pen to paper like the Knight of Pentacles had and to write out a pathway forward for you. So each day, maybe you're doing a little bit more than the last. Like the first day of your journey, you're going on a quick walk. The second day, you're doing stairs. The next day, you are walking around the block. Like who knows what it is going to be for you. Or if you're doing a business, like, okay, today we make the website. Tomorrow we start to think about a logo. Today we finalize what products we're going to sell. And it goes in a slow fashion, but it works itself out because you're staying consistent and you have an actual way forward. With your near future, I see you definitely taking everything that you have learned over the course of the last, I want to say like 6 months, which whatever you've been kind of dealing with, going through even. And you're going to start to actually say, this is what I want to do and this is how I'm going to do it. You're going to become very logical, very motivated, very opinionated. You're going to actually start to make big waves in your life because you're taking life by storm. And you're going to actually move into a very heavily dictated future where you dictate what happens, right? You say, this is what I want. This is who I want there. These are the things that I need to strategize, what I need to do. And I see that really working out for you. And it is all as a result of you beginning to look at life in a new way where you're like, before, I just had this like childlike dream of something coming together, but I wasn't actually doing the work to actually make it happen. So now you're like, no, we're setting deadlines. We're picking time frames. We're choosing the colors that we need to put on the wall. Like you are signing contracts and stuff like that because it's time for you to move in a direction that allows you to receive what it is that you've been planning to receive for a while. Getting serious. That's the energy, I feel like. Getting very serious, and you work your way up. You have the people in your what do they say? You have people in your court or in your corner who can help you get there. But there's also been this need for you to combine these two energies of what's in your 3D reality, what do you need to actually logically bring to the table, and how can I make things work for me? All right. So next we have your recent past, which is not a bad card at all. Ace of Cups, emotional fulfillment, happiness, something new coming into your life that gave you a burst of energy. I also feel the energy that if this is what recently came in, that water that caused the rainbow, this could have been like an over deluge of emotions too. It did come in the reverse, so I don't look at it as a negative card, but your recent past, you were really starting to find more joy. So if you had been working on something for a while and you just weren't happy, I see that recently you became very aware of, this is what I want. And this is what fulfills me. This is what gives me joy. And this is where I want to put my time, my energy, my effort. And I love that for you because you have such beautiful energy that's coming in. And it's also coming from a heart-centered place. So whatever it is that you're pursuing, whatever it is you're working on, and I don't know why I keep talking about weight loss and body positivity or whatever, but there's this part of you that's like, yeah, like I have a lot of self-love. I have a lot of love for others. I feel fulfilled within my own soul. And that is being reflected in your near future, in your current energies. Advice though from Spirit is embody the energy of the person that looks at themselves in the mirror and says, I can do it. The Lover's card is about contracts. The Emperor card is about taking action, stability, movement forward in a way that is as a leader, right? So leadership is coming in. Maybe you've been doing mirror work, shadow work, self-reflection. All those words make me think of the mirror on the wall. And you're going to actually move into this beautiful energy, Spirit says, of being the emperor, having that business, losing the weight, being in a better position with your finances because you actually made the right decisions that were made with love. We also can think of the Lover's card as like doing something that you love, having more self-love, being in contract with someone who is on the same page as you. And I see that giving you this push to do better, to be better, to walk in the light and in your power, which is where you deserve to be. Your environment, though, currently that you've kind of worked your way through was the Ten of Swords and the Strength card. So there was recently an issue that you had to get past where you felt trapped, where you felt like there was stagnancy. This is before the waters came, before the rainbow appeared. And I see you, cutting yourself free of this bondage, taking the swords out and walking away, elevating. So when we look at this card, you can kind of see his higher self is coming out. There was a transition that you went through where you felt held back, where you felt hopeless, where you felt like everything was working against you, nothing was working in your favor, and somehow, some way, through that emotional fulfillment, whether that was because someone gave you their love, someone reached out and gave you their support, you went through the emotions of healing, whatever happened, you were able to break yourself free. And in doing so, these burdens that you've been carrying, as indicated here by the Ten of Wands, they're going to fall off as well. The burdens will leave. You got the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, completion of this chapter. You're going to see yourself in a new way. You're going to see yourself in a new light. And you're going to be able to get out of Dodge so fast that there's nothing else for you to do at this point but then to say, I'm so glad I'm done with that chapter. I'm so glad I can move into my future, into a better aligned situation where I can be happier, healthier, more able to connect in with my finances, to build and get out of that like blocked mentality. Because you've been carrying a lot of weight around with you with the energy of the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Like, you needed that strength to get through this because there was something that was holding you back for a really long time. And again, with that Page of Pentacles energy, I see this was like a recent breakthrough, a recent seeing the light. And your spirit guides are here and you're finally seeing the, whoa, life, it can get better. Things can work out. Give it time. And then as we wrap up on the last card here, you have your potential outcome is the Moon. The Moon is us facing our fears. Sometimes realizing our worst fears, honestly. Trusting our intuition. The full moon is going to illuminate so much for you. And as you start to see where you came from, where life has been, what you've been doing, how you've been moving, or the slowness and lack thereof, I really see that this Queen of Pentacles energy is going to come in and you're going to be able to take charge. So you're going from The Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, because you did not give up on yourself. You fought through the Tower. You fought through the difficulties. You fought through the karmic cycles that did impact your life. You didn't let it hold you back for long. It did hurt though with these two cards, the Strength and the Ten of Swords. It did hurt. But you learn how to alchemize, and that's the beautiful energy of the healer, as they take their darkness and they alchemize it into light. They go through the battle and they teach others how to fight, right? And ultimately, the connections that you make, the people that you meet, the energy that you receive, the energy exchange will lead you to better situations, better contracts, better love, a happier relationship with yourself, a deeper understanding and knowing of who you are, because you've balanced the masculine and the feminine parts of who you are, and you find that communion that the Two of Cups brings. And that's beautiful. I see that it just took a change in mindset for you. That Queen of Swords energy really had to come through. And you also began to see that you aren't alone on this journey, and that it is time for you to make some changes and to be more positive. I see a lot of optimism coming out of this. We're going to go ahead and pull 2 oracle cards from the Whispers of the Ocean and then from the Mermaids and Dolphins oracle deck to wrap up your reading here, Libra. That's beautiful. I just, the rainbow after the storm. That's what I feel for you. So you have Inner Desires. We got this card with Gemini as well for Libra. That's card number 16. Adds up to 5 or 7. I guess 6 minus 1 is 5. All right, you got the Gift of Neutrality. And I'm going to do one more, actually. I'm just feeling the spirit says, get one more. Okay. I always listen. All right. Okay, we got 2. We got Every Step Counts and Safe and Surrounded by Love. Oh my God. Okay. So this card says, Inner Desires. Set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within grasp. So that Page of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles, it's happening. Because you're starting to actually speak out what you want. Make the necessary changes. Put pen to paper. You know, speak it out into the universe with that Queen of Swords energy. Like, this is what I desire to bring into my life. Your next card says the Gift of Neutrality, also a 7 card. It says balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. So if you've been seeing 7-7, 7-7-7, you have luck on your side, and there's a balance, like a balancing act that's going on that's allowing you to, like we were just saying, see the feminine and the masculine. And work with those energies to create an ultimate outcome that brings you the most success and the most peace into this situation where you've been like, I don't know how I'm going to move forward. And it's not by going super fast at first, because you have been moving step by step. This is card number 10. It says there is an advantage in taking things slowly, breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. So calculated risks. Full moon in Virgo is about calculated risks, and that is today. I'm filming this on the full moon, and you are getting ready to step into this new pathway by taking steps each day to do better. And that's what we said. We said maybe you start off saying, this didn't work, so I'll try this. This didn't work, so I'll try that. Every day you work on that project, that business endeavor, and each step you take, I want to say pivot that occurs is going to guide you towards where you're supposed to ultimately end up. And this is always a beautiful card with safe and surrounded by love. So we do have 7s really going on for you. So look out for those. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Your spirit team is here. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. So you're protected at this time as you make this transition from not feeling so great to seeing the glimmers of hope to making it to the finish line, trusting your intuition. It's not easy, but you're almost there. Take it day by day, step by step, until you finally realize how to move forward. It will make sense in time. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab 2 cards for you from the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle. We're going to wrap up your reading here, Libra. All right. Dolphin energy. So if you're seeing dolphins, they are calling out to you. Simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. And then you have synchronicity. It says your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So God is sending you signs, synchronicities, symbols. For some of you, maybe even dolphins. But you're being told to simplify your life, remove excess clutter, dive deeper into who you are at this time. Pull those swords out your back. Cut that net off of your wings. Or off of your fins, I should say. And get yourself moving forward because you're cutting out the clutter. You're being honest about what needs to change, what you want, what you don't want, what has no place anymore in your life. And as you begin to move forward, you're going to start to see that there are more synchronistic events that begin to occur for you. And you're going to start to notice that these events are letting you see the next way forward. With that moon card as your potential outcome, there can sometimes be a little bit of, I would say, like a cloudy or foggy energy with the moon card because you can't exactly see your way forward. It's not completely laid out for you, but you'll get through those towers. You'll get through those heavy moments where you feel like you can't move forward. You have a lot of people who love and support you. And whatever challenge you're dealing with on this love journey, this self-love journey, this new project, this new endeavor, this manifestation, trust and believe that all will be well. Have faith. All right, my dear Libra, we'll catch you again here soon in a couple of days for our March monthly readings. And until I see you again, keep the faith, keep your head up, pour into yourself, and allow others to pour into you. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.